how are small businesses doing? And one of the things that we want to know is how are they using their credit? Are they challenged by wanting to restructure or close? Remember, we've entered this market with a significant number of new businesses that are out there. New businesses don't have access to credit like an established business that's more than 24 months old. A few more credit cards in their pocket as they get a little older. They don't have to put as much on a single card or on a single installment type of a product as they go forward. So what we've seen with the number of new businesses entering the market, we've seen utilizations creeping up. Utilizations as they hit 33% are really where they impact not only consumer credit scores, but also commercial credit scores. We've watched it come right up to the edge. What's been really good is to see in the past couple months that utilization number is starting to come down. Really good for small businesses. That's fantastic news. That means that credit scores will maintain, certainly from a tier perspective. So our credit policies that we're putting in place are going to hold a little bit longer. We won't see that slippage in tiers that we would expect if utilization crossed that 33% mark. So still in a pretty good position. Now, as delinquencies go up and utilization goes up, what you would expect to see is bankruptcies go up. And what you'll see on the far right is Chapter 11 bankruptcies. We have seen them go up at a pretty good pace, but we saw in the past quarter that slowed a bit. So that's good news as we look at small business and the impact that generally a market that would feel cash flow strain would create more bankruptcy potential. But what we're seeing is that actually slow. And the market's been pretty strong. There's a lot of noise that's out there that might move you to think a little bit more less positive as we go forward. But what we're seeing in the numbers is that utilization is coming down. We're seeing that bankruptcies are slowing. We do see Chapter 5. Now remember, these are the $3 million in asset types of businesses that need some restructuring, that don't want to file a Chapter 11. So they would come into this position. We see that there have been some increases toward the last part of 2024 and into 2025, but these are very small numbers of small businesses that are going into these restructuring. But there is an increase of what we saw from 2022, 2023, and then into 2024. There was an uptick in those, and that's as the economy is kind of kicking off, and we really had those small businesses. They're reaching the end of their 12 months where they were a little volatile on whether they would survive or not, and we saw some of those come into this, come into the situation where they needed to look at a restructuring plan.